toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. The Seminoles about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Alabama's offense takes the field for the first time today. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason, and I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Westbrook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Let's talk about Alabama. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him.
Breaks into the open. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking downfield, it's Butler. Got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Off the RPO, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to throw. It's Butler. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And this one is perfect. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with it. To really be productive, and last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Wilcox. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Westbrook. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Ayers. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
All that will be in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. To throw, it's Butler. He's got his man, makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They run the reverse. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quarterback empties his backfield. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. The quick out. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Fires to the big fella. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilcox. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Wilcox. Touchdown time! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Butler. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. The lead is now back down to 9.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the ground with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackle.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize the squad going into halftime.
Back to throw, it's Butler. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quickly complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
With the catch, it's Wilcox. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. Rams him with the stiff arm. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football. So
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off, and man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. He's got him this time. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Offense set on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw. fires toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. He might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Trying to find the end zone.
When offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out. It's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Wants to fire on second down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They got Zippo zilch on the last play. Now it's third and goal from the 1. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Butler. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown Seminoles! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Handoff to the lone back. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Holy ball on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense is going to stay on the field now. This is within field goal range, but they already have halted in the first down and more. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Here's the pressure. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He'll keep it himself. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Butler. Might be looking to run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never got...
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll try the run. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown time! And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Butler. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Dropping back, it's Butler. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Touchdown, no! Fitted in the window for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. From the gun, looking for a man. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
That keeps the score Alabama 49, Florida State 31.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Dropping back, it's Butler. Rushes on him. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First step in this drive comes from their own 44. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get the...
And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game.